What's going on, everybody? I hope you guys are doing all right out there. It's been a while since I've recorded an in-person video and posted it on my channel, so this should be interesting. Hopefully everything goes okay. And because of that, I'm gonna try to keep this casual and just update you guys on a few things with the channel, the stream, and also some real life IRL updates, which I'm very excited to share with everybody. And there's a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's just jump right into it. So first and foremost, I've yet to formally announce on YouTube that I was accepted into the PUBG Partner Program. Strong claps. Try to keep that quiet for the microphone. But this is huge news. It happened about a month ago. And so if you've been following the stream or the YouTube channel, you're probably already aware of this. It's kind of old news, but there might be some people that don't ever come over to Twitch and haven't heard about this yet. And I wanted to formally announce it on YouTube. And the reason why I was waiting is because PUBG has been sending out kind of like gift boxes to all of the partners and people that are associated with PUBG. And I haven't received mine yet, so I was trying to wait until I got it to show you guys like, hey, here's this package. I'm a PUBG partner now. And it's cool because I've purchased so many things from PUBG and have always been so envious of everybody getting all the cool stuff. And honestly, as I say it now, it's unbelievable to me that I'm part of, this program now and a small part of PUBG and kind of in the same field as so many of the great content creators that I look up to for making content and streaming. So it's honestly unbelievable. And without you guys, everybody supporting the stream and the YouTube channel and everything that I do, or even if you're just supporting one of the things that I do, it wouldn't be for you guys. So I really have to say thank you. Everything that I do would be nothing without people that supported it. And I've had so many great supporters out there, people just sending nice messages, people that are part of the YouTube membership, Twitch subs, and honestly, just people viewing. And I can't even say in so many different ways. So thank you guys so much for all of this. And I hope there's a lot more things to come. And this was such a big goal of mine, but there's still so many things that I want to work towards. And I don't want to let off the gas at all. Not that this would mean that at all. It doesn't, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really mean anything, really. Because I was choosing to make a lot of PUBG content in the first place without this. So PUBG is just my favorite game out there. I'm a huge, huge fan of PUBG. And sometimes I get messages from people saying, it's a great compliment that, your enthusiasm for PUBG is unreal. It's like nobody I've ever seen. And that means a lot to me. It honestly does, because I try to really hype up the game and be positive. And it's not just because it's PUBG or that I'm a partner. I was doing this beforehand. It's just because gaming hypes me up. And I've done this with other games too. When a game is my favorite, I just hype it up because I want other people to enjoy it. And like I do, because I like it so much. So it's not that PUBG is honestly that special. It is to me. It's going to go down as one of my favorite games of all time. And if not, moving up into the higher spot now, because it just has so much meaning in my life now, honestly. But Halo, Call of Duty, League of Legends, those games still have such a strong place, and those games kind of made me feel the same way. And it's just gaming that I get really enthusiastic about, and PUBG just happens to me to really fill a lot of those gaming cravings that I have. It's been the game that I've been like wanting forever since I was like a kid, and battle royale style, which is so cool, but kind of open world in a way. And it just fills so many of those gaps. And I feel like PUBG has so much more coming for it. And I'm so happy to be a part of it. But I just want people to know, I don't know why my brain goes to this place, but that like nothing that I've done has been like paid for or endorsed by PUBG. If it ever is, I'll let you guys know. But all my opinion is still my opinion. I just choose to be a little bit more positive, and I'm an easygoing guy. I'm just not super critical about things unless something really pisses me off. So I know PUBG's had its issues, and I've definitely commented on all of that stuff. But don't worry, I will always be honest with everything. And if you've been watching the stream, you know that I've been transparent about everything since day one regarding the stream and all my intentions with this stuff. And that's something that's super important to me, even at the detriment of anything that I do. First and foremost, I don't know why. I'm not sure why I'm this way. I just am. So I just always been that way. That's just how I like to do things. So anyways, on a good note, this is amazing news. If you're wondering what the PUBG partnership is and what this really means, is basically, if it didn't really understand what I was saying there, is that because I make content for PUBG and I stream PUBG, it's kind of like good advertising for PUBG. Sort of like if your best friend plays PUBG, you might be more inclined to play it as well. Because I put out a ton of content for PUBG, it kind of helps market their game a little bit. And in return for continuing to do that, I get kind of benefits through PUBG, like having a creator code. So now if you link if you make a PUBG.com account and link it to your platform, Xbox or PlayStation or PC, you can actually put in the creator code Blitz5. I'm going to make a separate video about this so people know how to do this, and then I can actually get a kickback from any of the purchases you make in game. So it actually takes some away from PUBG and gives it to me. It's honestly such a cool program that PUBG does. And, they'll send me some PUBG swag, some, items and gear, and a bunch of other stuff. I got access to some modes earlier, and the sandbox mode on PC, and a bunch of other small things that I really can't think of off the top of my head, but it's really so cool. And I get some of the stuff in game for free, which is awesome. The survivor passes, so now I get to get all the content, and it just, it's really exciting because I'm such a big fan. I'm a hyper fan of the game, or whatever you want to call a big fan. So moving on from that, I actually have a note thing here that I just kind of closed. So we got a PUBG partnership. Talked about that a little bit longer than I planned. Want to make sure that we're still recording here. And then just some YouTube stuff. Well, I should let you guys know first and foremost that I'm going to be away from YouTube in the stream. I should have started with this for about 2 weeks. And so no stream. I have some videos scheduled, and I'm actually going on vacation, but this vacation's a little bit different. And it's a lot of different actually, because I'm going to be getting married while I'm on vacation. So actually, if you weren't aware, I was supposed to be married back in May to my fiance. We've been dating for a long time and finally decided to get married. And everything that happened, the world pandemic got canceled and postponed, and we've been dealing with all of that stuff. Been pretty stressful trying to get our money back for the wedding and dealing with all that. But obviously nowhere near as stressful as, people being affected by COVID and the pandemic and everything, which I have some indirect experience with because my fiance has been working directly with coronavirus. She's a nurse in a hospital. But obviously, I think everybody's been affected by this in one way, shape, or form, maybe indirectly or even kind of removed indirectly. But it's affecting people financially and friends and family members, and it's just a scary time across the board. So my heart goes out to everybody that's been affected by this in any way, shape, or form. And, we will all get through this. Not that I'm, the YouTube savior of the pandemic, but, there's always better times ahead. And that's what we do. You know what I mean? We adjust and we conquer and we rise above these situations. And the wedding is kind of the smallest part of that. Sometimes I love not having a plan, as this thing is squeaking in the background. So if you guys hear that, sometimes the best plan is not to have a plan and just full send it. And I kind of love that. It's good to have plans, but things don't work out the way you always intend them to 100%. And in my brain, nothing's ever black and white. It's always gray, mixes of gray. That's just how I view the world. Everyone's different. So it's kind of exciting that we're kind of just flying on the seat of our pants, or on the edge of our seat. Edge of our seat, and doing this. And I'm really excited, even though that it's going to be smaller, but we're saving a lot of money in the process, and it will be exciting. So in lieu of the honeymoon got canceled, we'll be on vacation, getting married, and then doing like a little honeymoon, which is just the regular vacation that we normally do in the end of July. So because of that, I'll be away for a little while. And I have some scheduled content, including this. As I record this, it is July 24th. If this ever makes it onto YouTube, we'll see. This might just get deleted. And then I'll be back in the second week of August to return to awesome stream. Hopefully some stuff will be updated, and we can full send towards the second half of the year with PUBG and Season 8 and all that stuff. So I'll be away from YouTube, and I'll definitely miss the stream. It's kind of crazy because I'm like, man, I'm just going to miss all this stuff. But obviously it's such a big time in my life that honestly, once I get on vacation, I think I'm going to try to just clear my brain and enjoy the time with my fiance. But it's just such a big part of my life, work and personal. This is like two things in one. So it's hard to walk away from it sometimes for me, but it's obviously good, especially because so much screen time. I think if you're a gamer and you're big on the internet like me, you just get a lot of screen time. And then because of the pandemic, that's like tenfold now. So it's good to probably take a break from all that stuff. And then just to update you guys on some cool milestones. Not that this is a specific one, but I'm at 6,500 subs on YouTube. So trending towards 7,000, and hopefully 8, 9, 10,000 by the end of the year. I think we can do it. I've been putting out more content and getting a little bit more views. I've been trying to step up my YouTube game, and I think it's been showing, at least with the numbers, which is awesome. And just trying to keep transparent with that stuff. And also, if you're wondering, I didn't put this down as something to talk about, but if you're wondering like why I haven't been on YouTube as much, it was actually kind of because of the pandemic, which I don't really want to get into, but I went from streaming basically most of the time on YouTube and maybe only a few times a month on Twitch to being the exact opposite of that. And that was a really big adjustment period. And at first, things were like really crushing it on Twitch, and I was just super excited. Now things have kind of leveled out a little bit, but I still think that that's a great place for streaming. And it was a decision that I kind of had to make because the stream was struggling on YouTube for a little bit because of some search result issues and some stuff behind the scenes that YouTube did. But at the end of the day, YouTube is still my favorite platform, I think. I love YouTube and I love the channel, and I'll always make YouTube content forever. It's just something I've always done as a hobby. But Twitch is, whether this is good or bad, it's just a better place for streaming. And I tried to make the stream live on YouTube, but YouTube has just failed to update the streaming platform. I mean, there's cool super chat stuff and stickers and the membership program, but there's just not enough features. And Twitch is constantly updating features for streamers, and it's just there's more competition on there, but it's a better environment to view the stream from a gaming perspective. And what's a bummer is that some people can't view Twitch because it's blocked at work, and that's something that makes me bummed out, honestly. And so I definitely want to continue to keep streaming on YouTube once in a while, but it's just something that I'm going to be struggling with, until there's a really like a clear answer. But I don't think there ever is going to be one. So for now, try to stream a few times a month on YouTube at least, maybe increase that a little bit more, and then all the other time on Twitch. And then on top of that, almost at 3 million views on YouTube, which is awesome. A lot of that is on my ice cream video, but what's great is that video doesn't really get any views anymore. So all this stuff is really coming from like newer PUBG related content and me smashing my Xbox power brick with a hammer. And so hopefully that will continue and keep going up because it's just fun and helps me, kind of like grow the stream and the channel. But also it's just me. I just love making content. So sometimes nobody watches a video. Sometimes a lot of people watch a video. But to me, the other day I spent so long making the loot truck video and a video before that. And I'm like, I don't even know if anyone's going to watch this. I'm just having a lot of fun making this video. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day, depending on how your outlook is on life. But I think we'll end here. We're about like 13 minutes in this video. Hopefully, unless I might have started a little late, so it might be less than that. But hopefully this wasn't too all over the place. One last time, I want to say thank you to everybody who has supported the stream, and that I'll be back. I mean, I'll be gone, but I'll be back better than ever in mid-August, or around like August 9th, 10th, 11th. We'll start the stream back up and go full send, baby. So thank you guys for everything. Much love. And as always, I'm Blitz5. Peace out.